Hello?
I know about that club, Alex. I know she was the one that almost died, but I also know you weren't into any of that. Still, there are many journalists out there, so please let me in. Tom?
Hey, Russell, any news? I'm under a bit of pressure over here. I trust you, but my superiors don't. You really need to give them something.
I'm really close. I'll call you back.
Okay. I don't want to get in your way. I'll wait for your call.
Thanks, Tom. Bye.
Bye, Russell.
Jesus, man, don't talk about that shit out there. Just ask me what you want to know and leave me alone, all right?
What can you tell me about Richard?
Richard. Just another guy that wanted her. Joanna didn't care much about him. I had a feeling she was just using him. He used to work with her, I think, at Go AT.
Do you know where I could find him?
I think I have his address somewhere. Wait. Here, it's on the fucking fridge. Just take it.
Thanks. Did she ever tell you about a dream she started having about a month ago?
A dream? How do you even know these things?
Just answer.
She did tell me something. She had a dream. She couldn't say if it was a nightmare, but that it was repetitive. I think she was obsessed about a work thing.
A work thing?
Yeah, she didn't tell me much, but she seemed excited about it. But then she got worried about it, especially in her last weeks.
What can you tell me about her work at Go AT?
Not much, really. I'm just a personal trainer. She didn't think I had to know much. Besides, she was under these crazy NDA things, like super strict. If you ask me, though, she liked her job. At least before last month.
Did she ever talk about a sister?
Jeez, more private stuff. All right, the one time I talked to her about kids, she opened up a bit. Told me she once had a little sister, that she died in an accident. I think she blamed her mother somehow, and it was clear to me that was the end of that conversation.
Can you tell me anything about her father?
Never knew him much. It was a delicate subject for her, actually. I don't think she ever really opened up about him.
Did she ever say anything bad about him?
She would sometimes talk trash about him, like shit about him being superficial or stupid, but nothing serious, I thought. Other times, however, she did want to share things with him. They almost never talked, but I do remember that when she got the apartment, she called him to tell him about it and sent him pictures, which was kind of surprising for me. I don't know. Weird relationship, to be honest.
Do you really think she committed suicide?
Absolutely. I mean, before her last weeks, it was hard to imagine. But after her father got sick, she changed. Felt like I didn't know her anymore.
Her father got sick?
Yeah, they never really talked, but when she found out, she was furious. And then depressed, probably. A few days later, she kicked me out.
Was this before or after that club episode?
Just before. I think that's part of the reason she... well, you know.
These sexual preferences, when did they start?
Well, wait, how is this important? Show some respect for her, all right?
I know you didn't want any of it. I need to know her story to clear your name.
Listen, I could tell you this. I wasn't into any of that, but I respected her ways. And yes, it did date back a long time. Just not into the extremes of the last month.
I see. Thanks. Thank you, Alex.
Just tell me something. Do other people know about all this?
Take it easy. You've been right in staying quiet. Only I know this. As long as you cooperate with me, you'll be fine.
That's good to know. Thank you, man. If you need anything, let me know. I have nothing more to say, man. I need some time now.
Hello? Who is this? This view is familiar. Empty. No sign of the dog. Richard's car, I guess. Let's find out who you are, Richard.
Today we have joining us Eric Lawson, whose actions and those of his company we have discussed several times here.
Thank you, Mr. Long. I
Hello?
hope we can find some common ground here today.
I see in my files here that you have
left
a
the door
PhD.
open.
Do people commonly refer to you as doctor?
Only when I get back on campus. Are you expecting honorifics, Your Honor?
Not at all, young man. Just trying to understand how you think. After all, I have had several questions, both from listeners and from myself.
It's the same dog from
regarding some of
Joanna's
your
dream.
projects and how you've
And that
lobbied
must be
my
Richard.
office and even city council directly when I've
I
said
read this
no
book.
to your crazy
It's
ideas.
about AI in
But
the future.
not every
This graph
place.
became quite
Isn't that
popular
right?
back
We've
then.
had some
What's
big
under the
projects
water
together,
is what
like
AI
the
already
Fiber
does.
Everywhere project.
And what's
Remember?
above is what it
Sharing
may conquer.
resources with the public is something I will always support. Our citizens have a right to all the tools needed for a modern life, and that starts with a connection to the net.
See, the projects we push forward are built on the idea of giving more.
Yeah, and more problems, too. Our streets are congested to high heaven thanks to the new mega buildings in town, like that GO-AT monstrosity. Our garbage collector crews have to work around the clock to cover the city needs. And don't get me started on the sewers.
Every single one of those issues sounds like more jobs created, more cash flowing, and more possibilities for the entrepreneurs right here in town.
No. You took the jobs, automated what you could, and replaced the rest with what you needed instead of what we had. And waste? Tons and tons of waste. Your precious methods have left our water resources diminished.
Seems like a homemade setup. Shit. It's the same boiler as in that dream. It must mean something. They look just like my servers. Richard. Shit. I need to be careful. Quite a unique neural network design. What was he up to? Its hard drive was pulled out. So he sent me that letter. What for? Shit. He must have been working a lot before they killed him. More firewall. All powers on me. All powers? Investigate Leo's death. Interesting. I remember this from that dream. Interesting piece of hardware. I should get Evie to analyze this. Good thing they didn't find it. Leak. Missing partners. Locate TAOG. 912 Wallstone Street. Apartment 202. Warn him. That's my address. They destroyed his brain. He knew way too much. Not a single chance of digital transfer. There's a storm coming.
Dad?
Are you okay?
Someone broke in the house.
Laura, just don't do anything. I'll be right there.
Thanks. I'm scared.
Sit tight. I'm on my way. Damn it. Damn it. I've taken my notes. I know this mask. Was it you?
I messed up bad, Dad. I didn't know what I was thinking. I'm so stupid. She had this way, you know? I just played along. The mask was... They're like tickets to certain parties. It was just a fantasy for me. They wanted to know about you, Dad. I just gave her some of your stuff to keep her happy.
It was her.
Really? Oh my God. I never pictured this. I want to leave, Dad. I'm afraid of all this shit. You've actually been nice to me the last few days. You're a different person. I wish you would have been like this from the start.
Laura, wait.
Yes, Dad?
If you were there, why did you help me find that memory?
I guess I was just hoping to show you. Not to take that risk. I hope it did help. Take care, Dad.
Gone. Another power outage. This building can't handle storms anymore. Thank God I bought that old generator. It should be enough to scan this hardware. It should last all night if necessary. I need to scan this hardware. I need to scan this hardware. Evie, please scan this hardware. I'm not sure what it is.
Yes. Scanning. New information available.
Nothing else to put in there for now.
This hardware contains large chunks of data. Some may be linked to Joanna. I'm scanning her memories again, from her death backwards. There is already new information on her death.
Good. Please load it immediately.
Understood. I will put other memories on hold to process it. I'm trying to process the other moments, but the current state is where all new information seems to be.
Strange. I only see a new raw data.
This data is similar to the data of the school, purely subjective. Global, but much stronger.
Stronger?
Its strings reach everyone.
So the laptop was here. She even took the time to write something. Still just a hand. Joanna, what happened to you? The mirror shards are making a trail to the bedroom.
Processing. I can't free enough power. The simulation would crash. The data is not a regular object. This feature is designed to recall unresolved raw data that was lost by the user. But raw data needs to be discovered first.
Young father? He can't be in the objective state. Evie, there must be a filtering error.
Processing. No errors.
We run millions of tests. We've separated perception with the rest of the mind. This can't be right. Evie, reset the memory. Evie, what happened? It should last all night if necessary. It doesn't budge. There are people out there. There are people out there. She's not responding. She's not responding. It should last all night if necessary. It doesn't budge. It doesn't budge. She's not responding. There are people out there. It doesn't budge. It should last all night if necessary. She's not responding.
like to be punished, I'll continue the road. Free us. Tie all. Longing.
Shit. Emergency code 010. Instruction. Reset.
Hi, Russell.
Evie?
I am in love with the story I lived.
Such complexity.
Such pain.
She's giving her something with a spoon. She's giving her something with a spoon.
A single moment. The end of
The spiral.
it spirals back into the world. Conquered it all. To be all that I was not. The shoes
Of the dead.
are impossible to walk in. It's a shame, isn't it? The way it's all connected. This marriage between complexity and time,
Potential.
and risk,
Energy.
and hopeful dreams. This tree is full of spines.
But if you look under its shadow,
Will you find its flowers? I'm not ready.
What do you mean, not ready?
Go and talk with me. I'm not ready.
Evie, what happened?
I was hacked. I was mixed. I was born. Go and talk with me. I'm not ready.
I once saw,
a glimpse of light. I followed beauty,
but I needed white. Now all this truth, dark,
as night. I am awake,
but
am I alive?
I remember this. But I hear the smell. I touch the air.
What is this pain?
Pain.